American best-selling author, wellness educator, and podcast host Alexandra L. once said, "You're not a victim for sharing your story. You're a survivor, setting the world on fire with your truth. And you never know who needs your light, your warmth, and raging courage." You're watching NAPTIP On The Move. I'm Angela Agbegi. Our focus on this episode is one of the worst crimes in the world, yet grossly underreported. Can you guess? Let's find out. It's NAPTIP On The Move. Don't go away.
It is a form of sexual violence with devastating effects on the victims. Anyone can be a victim, irrespective of race, religion, sexual orientation, and socioeconomic level. Men, women, children can be victims of rape.
Rape is the intentional penetration of a person's vagina, anus, or mouth without the authority of the victim. Sometimes rape can occur where there is permission, so-called permission, by a child, and the rapist or the perpetrator is an adult. Under the law, a child cannot give consent. So under the law, it is assumed that that is statutory rape because a child cannot give consent. But rape can also occur by the use of objects. That is the innovative aspect of the VAP Act, the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act 2015, because it now expanded the meaning of rape, because you can actually rape somebody while using an object, so long as you don't have the authority of the victim to do that. It is also adjudged to be rape under the law.
NAPTIP receives several reports of rape.
Well, we've always had several cases of rape, and as a matter of fact, it comes almost on a daily basis. That will tell you how bad the situation has, turned to. I remember the other day, a young girl, 16 years, SS3 student, during the long vacation, she decided to engage herself positively. So she got a holiday job as a POS operator with a paltry sum of 15,000 naira as her wage. And 2 weeks into that job, the owner of the business sent her to go and prepare indomie in the house. And when she now finished, the man now said he should wait behind, that he was coming, only for him to get to the house, turned his radio set, his music set, to the highest volume, and he raped her. The 16-year-old girl had to now, on her own, seek for justice. She reported she was not even the one that called NAPTIP. So we also have a 16-year-old girl who was raped by her stepfather. Now, she told us the story that the mother, the man's, a kind of had issue with the wife. Now he pushed the wife out of the house and brought his sales girl, because he also has a kind of a block industry. So the girl came into the house, the lady came into the house, and now displaced his original wife, her lawful wife, a wedded wife. Now this one now took over, but she came with a child that she had out of wedlock, brought into the house. So the game plan was that this man didn't have a child from the first wife. So the game plan, he impregnated this girl, and they conceded. They were giving her pills to suppress the pregnancy. If anybody tells you that that girl was already 6 months, you will not even believe it. You will think that she's a normal person, that she's just normal 16 years, but she was carrying almost a 6-month-old baby. So what they wanted to do from the investigation was the girl will give birth, nobody will know, and they will now take that baby as a baby that they adopted from somewhere.
What is the penalty for rape.
The penalty for rape under the Violence Against Persons Prohibition Act is life imprisonment. But for children who commit rape, children who are under 14 years, the law says 14 years of imprisonment. When rape is committed by a group of persons, each person is also convicted to a term of 20 years. Then in some other cases, is also the person can be convicted for a term of 12 years without an option of fine. So the VAP Act made the punishment section very stringent to deter people from committing the crime of rape, because it's quite a heinous crime.
Victims of rape are likely to suffer from depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, drugs and alcohol abuse, and suicidal thoughts. To avert this, sensitization of the general public is a consistent exercise in NAPTIP.
The agency believes that prevention is better than cure. We have organized sensitization programs in secondary schools, primary schools, in churches, in mosques, in marketplaces. We have gone far and wide to make sure that people understand that rape is totally abhorred in our society. We have 12 protection officers in the 6 area councils of the FCT, and their duty is to liaise with other law enforcement agencies, health providers, stakeholders, NGOs, CSOs, to fight against rape and other domestic violence in FCT. In the secondary schools, we have what we call vanguards. These are children that have been taught what violence against persons means. They've also been given the law to read and understand. These are the people we use as vanguards in the various secondary schools, because they teach other children what the VAP Act is all about. Even in the tertiary institutions, we have also what we call ambassadors. Those are also people projecting and also carrying the message of anti-violence in the society, who work closely with NAPTIP, telling people all about the VAP Act. We have a program on NTA that you're currently watching, NAPTIP On The Move. We have it every Friday by 7:30 p.m. to make people to understand what this crime in the society, this violence in the society is all about, and how to stop it, especially rape. Victims can access justice by reporting the crime. You don't access justice by keeping quiet. You can call us. You can also come to our office and report. We have the Rapid Response Squad who will immediately swing into action to come and rescue a victim and make sure that the suspect is also arrested.
The Rapid Response Squad of the agency rescues survivors of sexual and gender-based violence.
We rescued a 12-year-old girl who was being abused. As a matter of fact, she was raped severally by the landlord, the mother's landlord, and the landlord's son. She said, according to her, that each time the mother left the house, the landlord will now call her, send her on an errand, and she will just go normal as an innocent child will go buy the thing that the landlord requested, and getting to the house, the landlord will now force her to, caress his penis. As though that was not enough, the son of this landlord noticed that the father was into this unwholesome practice. Now decided to also take advantage. This time, the son was going directly, raping the girl almost on a weekly basis. And when the girl now opened up to the mother, the landlord now threatened to, in fact, not even threatened, issued the mother a quick notice. And the mother ran to us. We arrested the man, we arrested the son, and the case is in court. The good thing about all this whole thing is that the kind of visibility that NAPTIP, the agency, have, so that people on their own, it's called NAPTIP. So it's no longer business as usual. In as much as the perpetrators are enjoying their act, but the victims are so enlightened that the moment they get out of that very, dangerous environment, they report straight.
The agency has intensified efforts on prosecution of offenders and has secured several convictions of rape. But underreporting remains one of the challenges.
We have some challenges, mostly from the cultural aspect of our lifestyle. Most people feel that such crimes should be covered up. Don't tell anybody. If you tell somebody, that girl will never get married, that girl will be stigmatized. But no, because that culture of silence ends up destroying the victim, because the trauma now goes inwards and is not expressed because the person doesn't get justice. But when somebody reports and the crime is punished and the victim gets justice, there is that healing that comes from knowing that the society didn't keep quiet when such a crime was being committed, and even when it was committed, that the crime was punished. Secondly, some people also feel that it is something you should just wish away. Don't bother talking about it so that nobody will know, because they feel it's something to do with pride. As if somebody, a victim, is somehow of a damaged commodity. No. It is also noted that some people, because of that fear of stigmatization, when a case is reported, maybe in the heat of the matter, they are very enthusiastic to have the case reported and have the case dealt with. Then when the case now goes to court, they will come and say, can we withdraw this case? The parents have come to beg, the pastor has come to beg, the imam has come to beg, the neighbors have come to beg. And this is what spoils all the efforts in making sure that we fight the crime of rape. Because when we file a case in court, the name of the rape victim is protected. So that shouldn't be a source of concern for anybody. So that is why we advocate against the withdrawal of cases, because we make sure that we protect victims of rape.
Here is a word for victims.
They should first of all preserve the evidence, because that evidence is encased in their bodies. So the first thing is that they should not have their bath. Report immediately to any hospital, and if you have the opportunity of going to the sexual assault referral center that is in Buhari, go immediately there and the evidence will be collected, because that evidence will help in the prosecution of that case. When cases of rape occurs, victims should also access medical care. When you access medical attention, if there are any damages, that will be attended to and the victim will get healing immediately. It is also advised that a victim of rape should also go for counseling, because it's a traumatic event. Sometimes when victims undergo such heinous crimes, the pain, the wound is not also physical. Sometimes the wound goes inside and is trapped in the body and manifests in what doctors call psychosomatic illnesses. It is also advised that you report to NAPTIP. Our officers are on hand to give immediate help. We have the Rapid Response Squad who will immediately swing to action to rescue you. In football matches, when a player commits a crime, a red card is given. Here, NAPTIP is giving a red card to rapists. We are saying no to rape. Rapists, beware. NAPTIP is coming after you.
Reporting cases of rape and all forms of sexual violence to NAPTIP is paramount, as the agency is leaving no stone unturned in ensuring justice for victims and offenders severely punished. NAPTIP On The Move is sponsored by Expertise France, funded by the European Union.
Hope you were enlightened. Shun the culture of silence and report all cases of rape to NAPTIP. It's time for our event segment. Keep watching. On September 21, 2023, the Director General of NAPTIP, Professor Fatima Waziri Azi, spoke at the 2023 Oxford Inside Out, hosted by the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom. Oxford Inside Out, which spanned from September 19 to 21, 2023, is a festival of engagement with a diverse program of workshops in which researchers from across Oxford and their partners share their experience through workshops, case studies, plenaries, and networking opportunities. The aim of the conference is to showcase best practices, successes, and challenges of collaborative research and opportunities for engagement from across the university. The Director General participated in a live panel discussion with the central theme, Collaborating for Children in Crisis, Unlocking Opportunities for Greater Impact. It was a gathering of minds dedicated to exploring innovative approaches to addressing the challenges faced by children and families in crisis situations. This thought-provoking session was thoughtfully curated by the Global Parenting Initiative, Department of Social Policy and Intervention at the University of Oxford. The panel delved deep into the myriad of opportunities, challenges, intricacies, and practical recommendations related to fostering collaborative efforts with policymakers and the communities directly affected by humanitarian crises. The discussions were aimed at devising effective strategies to support and uplift children and families, grappling with the harsh realities of such crises.
In the context of human trafficking, during crisis, we see that child trafficking is usually exacerbated. So we have traffickers who go into high-risk areas in Nigeria, rural community and urban poor community, and also to displacement camps to actually recruit children for forced labor, for domestic servitude, for debt bondage. During crisis period, we also, like 2 years ago, we also identified a new trend in human trafficking called orphanage trafficking. Obviously, collaboration is the cornerstone of effective child protection in any crisis situation, which is why we must ensure that collaborative efforts must employ a whole of government and whole of society approach, because no one organization or agency or CSO or NGO can tackle issues of crisis because of how multi-dimensional that they are.
Professor Waziri Azi shared the platform with distinguished co-panelists whose expertise added valuable dimensions to the discourse. The engaging panel discussion took place at the St. Anthony's College, nestled within the University of Oxford. Officials of the Enugu Zonal Command of NAPTIP, led by the Zonal Commander Sam Ofia, paid a courtesy visit to the Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Honorable Kingsley Tochukwu Ude. The visit was aimed at strengthening collaboration between the agency and the State Ministry of Justice. The State Director of Public Prosecution, Ngozi Ike Okoye, was also present. Having had a fruitful deliberation with the resolve for better synergy and partnership, the officials of NAPTIP and the Attorney General raised the NAPTIP Red Card against human trafficking. In a related development, the Oyo State Zonal Command recently received Reverend Sister Augustina Ofo from the Justice Development and Peace Commission, JDPC. The purpose of the visit was also to strengthen partnership between the JDPC and NAPTIP. The head of the Oyo State Liaison Office, Augustine Akanya, presented IEC materials to the team. The Justice Development and Peace Commission, a non-governmental organization of the Catholic Church, has been partnering with NAPTIP in its fight against human trafficking. The Federal High Court in Asaba Delta State, presided over by Honorable Justice F.A. Ulubanjo, has sentenced Owebere Mercy Uko on a 12-count charge, count 1 to 10, 5 years imprisonment, and count 11 to 12, 7 years imprisonment, and a fine of 12 million naira for the exploitation of persons, organizing foreign travel which promotes prostitution, and procuring the illegal entry of persons into a country to which they are not citizens, all contrary to Section 14b, Section 18, and Section 26, Subsection 1 of the Trafficking in Persons, Prohibition, Enforcement, and Administration Act 2015. So far, the agency has secured 51 convictions for human trafficking in 2023. Up next is the Victim Story segment. Stay with NAPTIP On The Move.
I was in the village. They told me that my father is back from the city. I went to go and meet him. Nina took me to the city. They treat me well in that first day. Then the next day, my auntie now started maltreating me. She said that her son had a dream that me, I was chasing him, that I'm a winch, I was chasing him. Even she to say she had a dream that she saw bird in her dream, that it was me. By 4, she waked me, so she was now flogging me with wire. She was now flogging me. She now said that I should take her piece to drink. So I now drank it because I was scared. I don't have anything to do, so I now drank it. So she now said that she will deal with me in this house. Then certain time her son wake up. His tummy was very big and his legs swell up. Then I said that it's me that is causing all these things. That she said the truth. My father, is he a witch or what? And I said, why are you now holding my neck? She was now holding my hand, pressing me, I'll be hitting my hand on the wall. And I said, I don't know. She said I should say the truth. And I said yes. Because the time she was holding my neck, I don't know what to do. So one day, they now sent me to go and buy biscuits. So I saw one lady, and I asked her, please, do you know the road to my village? She now said, yeah, that is the place she was going. So and I told her, let her carry me to the place. So from there, my dad was a taxi driver. He came and saw us. So he now take me home. He was dragging me. He locked me inside the room, beat me mercilessly. That here even my hair swelled up. I was bleeding. He tied my hand and my leg together, used cutlass and broom to be flogging me. The blood come out from my body. My auntie now carrying knife. She wanted to shoot me. One lady that was living in the house, she now said that let her leave me alone, let her stop it. The next day I went to go and fetch water in the tap. So I fetched water. I stayed a little bit of time. So one lady that was there now said that, what is my name? What is wrong with me? All these things. And I said, my auntie is maltreating me so badly. I don't know what to do. So she now said that I should come to her house. So I went there. The woman treated me right. She now said that, did I know NAPTIP? And I said, no, I've never heard that word before. She now said, okay, that she's going to carry me to NAPTIP. So we left there by 5 so that she will not see me, she will not look for me. So we left there. We went to the NAPTIP office. She did not say, let me go and show them my auntie house. So I went there. My auntie was crying that she had been looking for me. Why am I doing all this to her? That she missed me. They carry her, me, and the NAPTIP officer. So she was inside the car. She was not asking me that I should not tell anybody what happened, that I should not expose her. So they wanted to arrest her, but I plead with them. They not arrest her. She went back home. NAPTIP, thank you so much for saving me, for helping me. Without you guys, I will not be here and I will not even be alive. I have to say thank you and God bless you. You continue to do your work peacefully and nobody will ever stop you guys. May God bless you.
For more inquiries and support, or to report cases of suspected human trafficking, violence against persons and child abuse, please call NAPTIP hotline 0703 0000203 or the short code 627, or email us info@naptip.gov.ng. Visit our website www.naptip.gov.ng. Follow us on our social media platforms at NAPTIP Nigeria or watch our videos on YouTube.
Our time is up, but I must thank you for watching and urge you to keep a date with us next week. I'm Angela Agbegi. See you soon.